Hello again, everybody. In the last video, I showed you a great website that you could use to practice listening and speaking. And I mentioned that there were a couple of links that you could go to open to practice pronunciation and to learn more like a real life spoken English. So we're going to type ESL-lab.com. That's the same website address I introduced you to last time. Click enter and go to Randall's ESL Cyber Listening Lab once again. Click it once. Okay, you should be familiar with this page already. On this page, there is a lot of listening activities we learned about in the last video. Different levels: easy, intermediate, difficult, academic listening, English culture videos, vocabulary lessons, and so on. When you scroll down a little bit, you can also see some links, so some other websites that are associated with this one here. So today we're going to look at what these two websites have to offer: EasySlangcom and TrainYourAccent.com. So I'm going to click EasySlang.com once. It will take me to another website title page. Okay, it says EasySlang.com. Okay, scroll down a little bit. And here are some listening activities to learn everyday, real-life spoken English. There are various topics here: dating and romance, hotel reservations, job hunting, money, online degrees, and study abroad. Okay, let's try job hunting. So I'll click it once to open the activity. Scroll down a little bit. Once again, all these conversational activities are introduced in the same format. Okay, you have some warm-up activities to activate your knowledge, to answer a few questions before you actually listen to a conversation. So let's read what this job hunting activity has to offer. Hunting for the ideal job takes a lot of patience and hard work, and most people search for a new job for a better pay and career advancement. What do you think are 2 or 3 of the most important keys to finding a great job? Listen to the conversation between 2 friends on this topic. Okay, so before you listen, think about this question. Okay, so the conversation itself is the second part. Okay, there are some pronunciation tips. In this conversation, it would be you that changes to ya. This is like informal spoken English contracted word. Okay, before you listen, once again, it is recommended that you go over some of the sentences. Okay, below. You don't know the answers once again, but you just read the sentences. The first one says Alex makes money at his current job. So they want to talk about how much money he makes. Okay. Alex's co-worker blank when he asked for a raise. So something to do with the raise and asking for it. The last company where Ryan helped Alex get a job. We want to know about that company. There's some information in the conversation about that. Okay, so it's time for us to listen to this conversation. It's going to be short. Once again, it's about 1 minute, or maybe up to 2 minutes. Okay, we'll listen and then we'll answer these multiple choice questions. Okay, let's listen.
Hey, Alex, you look really exhausted. What gives?
You don't want to know. I mean, I've been slaving away at my nickel and dime job just to keep my head above water.
Really?
I mean, some people think I'm a workaholic.
Who?
Well, everyone. But I have to put in a lot of overtime just to make ends meet.
Well, why don't you ask your boss for a raise?
Huh? The last guy that did that got the axe, and he was in line for a promotion to supervisor.
Well, you just can't keep working your fingers to the bone for peanuts.
I know,
Hey,
but...
look, I have connections with a guy who works for a computer company.
So they speak pretty fast, and they use a lot of idiomatic expressions. So you want to learn more about that. So you would scroll down, and you will click Go to Script. So you want to see the actual conversation and read it while listening at the same time. So let's click Go to Script. Okay. So here is a script. You can hear, you can listen to this conversation again while reading. So you can do that, and you should pay attention to the phrases and expressions that are in bold, in black print. These are some idiomatic expressions that you want to focus on, you want to learn. Okay, you might not be able to understand what they are at the beginning, but you should try to understand them from the context. Okay. Once you're done listening, you can scroll down and learn vocabulary and sample sentences, sentences that use those idiomatic expressions. Okay. For example, the question, what gives, means what's wrong. And here's an example. Man, you haven't called me for a week. What gives? Like, what's wrong? What's the problem? Okay. So you know the meaning of the word what, it's a question word. You know the verb give, but when they are used together and there's a phrase what gives, it doesn't make much sense unless you know this idiomatic expression and you learn what it is. Okay, so there are quite a few here. So you want to maybe write these phrases in your notebooks. Maybe copy examples or write your own sentences with the use of these expressions. Okay, so you want to role play this conversation, maybe with your family members. You can read it yourself as well. Okay, once you're done with that, you can do some idioms quiz. So you can go scroll down and click idioms quiz. Quiz is like a small, like a test. Okay. So click on that and do some multiple choice questions. Okay. You click one square, and if it's correct, then it says it's correct. If it's not correct, then it's going to be in different color. So maybe I can try to do it differently here. So maybe I click this one, it's a wrong answer. So you made a mistake. You can try it again. Okay. So there will be a few questions with the idiomatic expressions from the conversation. Then you can click the back button here, go back. Okay, you can also do a gap fill exercise. That is also about the same conversation. So you have a conversation here, the recording is here. You can listen to it one more time and you'll type the answers in the blanks in those boxes. Okay.
Hey, Alex, you look really exhausted. What gives?
You don't want to know. I mean, I've been slaving away at my nickel and dime job just to keep my head above water.
Really?
I mean, some people think I'm a workaholic.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that's another activity you can do. Okay. Then you can go back. So that's a website that will get you a lot of practice with some everyday English spoken expressions, idiomatic expressions as well. Okay, let's go back to the original website, ESLLab.com. Another website link that you have here is for pronunciation practice. I know many of you have asked me if I could help you find a source of some accent reduction activities. So here is a great example of such website. So train your accent is the one you want to hit. So click that once. It will take you to that website. Okay, train your accent. Okay, it says raising your speaking to a new level. So if you want to speak like native speakers, you should definitely try some of these activities. Okay, you scroll down and you choose oral readings. Okay, click that once. Okay, then once again you have a list of listening activities and topics in English. You will choose the topic of your interest. Okay, here's apartment rentals, cooking, clothing, driver's education, exercise, family, job hunting, link. So you can choose any. Let's do maybe job hunting. Job hunting. So it's the same format. It's the same format. A little introductory paragraph before you listen. This one says, finding a job takes patience and skill. Listen and answer the questions, then review the script to improve your listening and pronunciation skills. So first you listen once again, and then you will read the script and listen again while reading the script. And then you practice with some of your family members, reading conversation, role play, doing role play. So before you listen, once again, look at the sentences and what they're going to be asking you about. The man works as in the evening, so you want to identify the man's job. Okay, what doesn't he like about his current job? So what is the problem? What is something that he is not happy about? So you will read these questions and sentences, and you better prepared. You anticipate what's going to be in the conversation. Okay, so then you will click the play button once again, and you will listen to a recording.
Before I graduate, I need to start looking for a full-time job to secure my future. Presently, I'm working part-time in the evenings as a sales clerk for a small clothing company, but the pay is low and there's no future in the job. Actually, I hope to find a job as a graphic designer for a computer company in this area. Of course, a good salary is important, but I want to work for a company that provides good health and retirement benefits with opportunities to develop professionally. I'm writing my resume now, and I'll probably try looking online to find job openings. Job interviews also make me a little nervous, but if I prepare well, I should be able to get a job.
So that is our conversation. Once again, this website gives you a lot of practice with reducing your accent and pronouncing words and phrases and the letters the way the native speakers would do. Okay, so if you scroll down, you will see the actual transcription. The story that you just heard is here, just a regular writing like this you would expect in the book. And then you have the second part. It says reduce speech. It has to do with how words and sounds are pronounced in real life. Okay, so you see some letters are written in red, and also there is this symbol. The symbol that is from the International Phonetic Alphabet. It's not a real letter. It's just a symbol that shows you or introduces a vowel sound that is the most common vowel sound in English. It's called a schwa, S-A-C-H-W-A, schwa. It's an unstressed vowel sound that you find in like many words in English. So that's what you see here in the reduced speech part of the activity. So you would learn this sound, and you would try to read the story yourself using this this information. So you have some activities for discussion at the end, and you can also do some research on the internet, something to do with job openings in your field and in your desired field. You can think about what qualifications are required and what are some benefits of having a certain job and so on. Okay, so that's our pronunciation activity that is found on trainyouraccent.com website. You can go to this website directly by typing trainyouraccent.com in Google search bar, or you can once again access this website through ESLLab.com website, where you can find all these links here. Okay, all these websites are created and managed by the same company, so they associated with ESL-lab.com. Okay, so I hope you try these websites for pronunciation and real life English, and you like them. Let me know what you think. Email me with your feedback, questions, or suggestions. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye.